Yeah. So, I could be biased on my part. I don't believe in Pitt losing Jordan Addison. The defense actually is going to be pretty good. I mean, they usually have a formidable defense due to a good scheme, but offensively, I don't know where they're going to get production from. That's just me. So a little ACC bias on my part, right? I don't agree with you on the upset alert. I think it's going to be a good game, but I do think Ohio State still pulls out against Atlanta.
It ain't going to be no. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, I had to fix the audio. They couldn't hear y'all at first, so. But, so they didn't hear me talking my shit. But, yeah, that upset what you talking about with the Ohio State shit, throw that out the window too, fam. I watched the spring game for Notre Dame. Their quarterback literally threw 5 picks because he was the only QB playing. All back to back to back to back. Literally. Like, not even like trying to be jokeful.
I'm trying to understand, like, what the spring game got to do with anything. Y'all niggas ain't never had no bad practice?
I mean, yeah, but not like that. That's like 5.
Fam, when I was saying that, he was doing that against the ones and the twos. Ohio State ain't gonna go 5 straight possessions without scoring.
What if Notre Dame defense is better than what we think?
I said their defense could be good, but Ohio State offense is good.
And we talking about Notre Dame offense, so we question it.
But put too much stock in where stock don't have to go into, right? I understand what y'all saying. Oh, they got presumably the top 2 pick at quarterback. Oh, they got Henderson. Oh, they got another top 5 pick at receiver. Super nice. Marvin Harrison Jr. He's gonna be a hell of a player. But I'm telling you, those guys down there.
Hey, fam, I just had a question. Last year, did Oklahoma State score 38 points on them?
On who?
Notre
Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ohio State will score roughly around that much too.
I didn't say that they wasn't gonna score. The upset can still be 38-41.
They not. What you think? CJ Stroud just gonna throw them 5 pick sixes or something? I don't see Notre Dame scoring over 28 points.
Yeah.
I really don't see Notre Dame scoring over 24 points, but we ain't got to.
I don't think none of us can see that because the game ain't played yet.
Yeah, we can't see the upset either.
I can't.
Because the game ain't played yet. And is in Ohio. Hey, here this man go. Hey, whoever paying you to say this stuff, fam, just let me know. I'll pay you double not to say it.
Notre Dame not ranked number 5 for no reason. Don't leave Notre Dame.
Okay.
Believe it. Hey, you got a brother that agrees with you probably somewhere. Y'all got Memphis and Mississippi State.
I got Mississippi State.
The revenge.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a wash.
I think it's gonna be a blowout.
I only say that because it's close to home. You know what I mean? Y'all might like that type of stuff. Anyway, all right. So with that being said, top 25. Who falls? Who stays? Who moves?
Oregon's gone.
Who?
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon out.
Cincy's probably gone.
I got that too.
Yeah.
Only because they ranked 23, right? So they probably
are in the back end. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna fall anyway. I think Oregon go out there and gets embarrassed. Actually,
I don't think they get the Bears, but it ain't gonna be what Dan Laney think it is. I think it's gonna be, or whatever his name is. His first name is Dan though.
I think that first 8 or 9 stays the same.
I think Utah falls. I think Utah falls at the top 10. I got Florida winning convincingly. As it pains me to say.
I mean, that could be a trap game though. I can see that. I don't got them losing though. I just don't know what Florida got.
Yeah, nobody does. But however, Anthony Richardson is ranked in the top 5 quarterback standards, and he's supposed to be a round pick. He only threw 3 passes. He's only thrown 33 passes, and somehow in the first round. So we gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
That potential take you a long way, bro. SEC and potential. You gotta think where you at.
I got NC State this week. They gonna stay. Y'all know I'm watching the USC game. If that shit close, it's gonna tell you all you need to know about the season. Just gonna throw that out there to people.
Oh yeah. Good judgment. Yeah, I think so since he out, so Houston's gonna stay. Well, I feel like Houston bound can lose to UTSA. No cap.
No. Next.
Oh,
What's wrong with this man? He's delusional.
They play down in the first game, and they could lose. I'm not saying they guarantee it. I'm just saying Houston good for that.
Not in no fucking first game.
Saying. Don't be surprised if it pop up on your screen, fam.
Watch
I
it.
told you. And if it don't, then what you expect?
Hey, Darius, this a hot take. You listening?
mm-hmm.
I got Bethune-Cookman beating Miami.
Stop it. It ain't never been close. It'll never be close. You funny though.
That's how it sounds when you said Houston gonna use the UTSA fam.
No, I mean UTSA is super nice. I mean, I understand.
Like you to compare.
Nah, UTSA is super nice. After he just said Missouri don't have a quarterback and they played UTS last year.
I don't think you know who UTSA is. I think that's why you're talking like that. You might want to go look at UTSA from last year. UTSA is better than what you think. So I understand.
So your hot take on La Tech, like I stated earlier, is completely wrong. You said Missouri beat UTSA in the bowl game. You just said go look at them last year.
You looked at one game. Overall body of work, they was a decent team. Bro.
Okay. What was La Tech record last year?
Who we talking about? We talking about UTSA or La Tech?
Well, I was talking about that hot take of La Tech, and then we went to the hot take of Houston.
So you comparing La Tech and UTSA.
Correct. Huh?
Why you comparing them?
Don't worry about it. We just move on.
Yeah, please do, because I'm lost.
Well, I'm saying, if it pop up on your screen, you know what happened.
It's not gonna happen. But okay. That's like me saying if Miami is down against Bethune-Cookman and it pop up on your screen, you'll know.
To compare Bethune-Cookman to UTSA, who do you think UTSA is?
Fam. Okay, we'll see. Just like you said, Ohio State was gonna lose to Notre Dame.
I said they on upset alert. Pretty sure this was written down here.
So who you say we got two falling out? We had a total of 2 or 3 falling out?
I actually got Pitt probably losing this weekend. I mean tomorrow.
Yeah, we had Oregon falling out. We had Cincy falling out because they already ranked 23 and they gonna probably lose Arkansas.
If
I got Pitt falling out possibly.
If Pitt lose, they definitely out. So then who we replacing them with? I bet UT pop in there.
If they should, talking about Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they should.
I don't even think they next in the voting from what I was looking at earlier.
It's a couple of teams that can really. I don't think there's really no game that be like. I don't think there's no games that be like if they win it, they'll be like 55 type of different. I think it can go a lot of different ways. Depends on how teams perform.
You think if anybody, the winner of this FSU LSU game, they put themselves in there? That's a big game.
I think FSU is too far down to get themselves in there.
Yeah, probably.
LSU will probably get in there if they win though, and Cincinnati loses.
Florida State might be awesome.
Who?
Yeah, unless they go out there and hang up 60, I don't think Florida State has a better chance.
Right. Which I don't think they're gonna do.
No.
It's a winnable game, but it ain't. I don't think they hang up 60. If they win by like 10. Depending on, I guess, what the quarterback look like coming out of LSU when they finally decide and announce who started.
It's Jaden. Well, they said Nesmeyer possibly, but more than likely it'd be Jaden Daniels.
They pulling in Mike Tomlin. I ain't gonna see it till we play the game.
Oh, Jaden Daniels with the LSU? Wow.
Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Another team that I think is getting a lot of love is Penn State. They probably can sneak in the top 25 if they go and handle business convincingly.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I mean, I should blow right shot. It really ain't that much of a question.
What?
If BYU game is close with USF, which I don't believe it's gonna be, do they fall?
BYU, if you ask me, BYU shouldn't be ranked in two.
Yeah, I think 25th should be. I mean, I don't like a couple of teams ranked on here actually, but that's, huh?
What's the beef?
I don't think BYU should be ranked. I don't think Wake Forest should be ranked. I really don't think Southern Cal should be ranked. Huh?
Why you don't think Wake Forest should be ranked?
Who they return? They quarterback ain't playing this year, so that was the key.
I mean, you just got hurt. Like,
the polls is out before that.
I'm just saying, like in general, like I don't see who they really returned that was that important. Besides the QB, that's it. And then now he ain't playing, so.
A.T. Perry came back.
That's one person. It's a team game, like you like to say.
It is.
What's the other receiver name?
That's two people.
So what you want us to name the whole left?
Nah, I want you to name what did they come back and be good at, fam.
Everybody that was on the team last year, except for one that lost one receiver.
Yeah, they only lost one receiver. In the corner.
Fam, they shouldn't be ranked. So they better than UT, that's what y'all stating? They better than Texas?
According to the polls.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, based off of last year.
I think Tennessee will be better this year going into this.
Well, basically coming into this year.
Based off last year, yes. They are.
Coming into this year, you think Wake Forest is better than UT? No.
By the end of the year, no.
I don't think Wake Forest is better than half of these teams on the list.
I got high praise for Tennessee.
I'm expecting Tennessee to be top 10 by the end of the year. I think they might be a sleeper in the SEC for the championship game. Personally.
Nah,
fam. They put it all together.
Nah.
I'm just letting you know what I think.
Nah, fam.
What you say?
Nah, fam. I'm sorry for that one. Sleeper in the SEC championship game.
Tennessee?
That's my sleeper, yeah.
I support their claim 100%.
But not in the SEC championship game. To have a better season than last year, yes.
Why not?
They're not beating Georgia. I don't have them beating Georgia in Athens. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
That's gonna knock them out the championship game.
It'll be my grandmama. We can do Tennessee. If I think they can do it. Unless they go ahead and fly before they get to that game. To that game.
And if you got Florida beating Utah, so you thinking Florida gonna be pretty good this year? That's gonna be 2 losses.
Not really. I think Utah just rightfully overrated based off what they did last year.
That's the same thing with Wake Forest now.
And based off Cam Rising.
It's literally the same thing Wake Forest now.
But you're saying Wake Forest shouldn't be ranked. I'm not saying that Utah shouldn't be ranked. And based off Cam Rising's potential. Now.
Also Wake Forest didn't make a New Year's Six bowl either. So I mean, yeah, Utah for sure should be ranked.
I mean, neither did Tennessee.
Yeah, that's why I said they'd be 25th at that. I said they ain't better than them.
I don't really understand, like, the basics though. Like, are you just saying it's like that's what you think, or are you basing this off something?
I'm basing it off of the players they returned. They only had a starting quarterback, fam. Oh yeah, Zero said that LSU's being UT this year too, fam.
They what?
They being UT this year too in Baton Rouge.
And if they do it, then the claim for UT is out of there. But until then, I'm rocking with it.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, all our claims are just predictions then.
I think UT is going to be.
I'm not saying it's my sleeper because we don't. I mean, the sleep. I'm putting them for how good I think they can be. I don't know what they are.
100%. It wouldn't surprise me if UT is near or at the SEC championship game.
I don't disagree with near. I don't think they'll be at the SEC championship game. He said bank in to be in the SEC championship game.
Yeah, my sleeper to be in. He say Nick, I say in. Sleeping.
No. But okay, I hear what y'all saying. USC gonna be in the national title game then.
If they your sleeper, you got it.
It's possible.
No, it's not, fam. But I don't even think we not even the best team in our conference. Just to be honest.
If y'all overperform, then
Just like Utah did last year.
They said Florida's a sleeper.
Who?
Florida. The Willa Downs agreed with you with Florida a sleeper, Darius. Well, I wouldn't say sleeper, but and then Zero said Baylor's a sleeper.
Baylor is 100% a sleeper. Actually, if we ever were to talk about it, I really would put Baylor in the playoffs, if I'm being honest.
Hey, bro, I do want to talk about this. Did you see Desmond Howard college football playoffs?
Yeah. I wish I had my Texas A&M Aggie shirt on.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know when they go to Tuscaloosa, they getting smoked right back to College Station, fam.
I was here losing my cool when he put Texas A&M as the champions. I was here losing my cool.
you didn't believe none of what he said.
Right! Like, fam.
Probably not, but I like he did it. I like that he did it.
Yeah, he talking about 20.
Fam, he put Michigan back in there, so he's saying Michigan gonna win the Big Ten.
He was wild for that. But I'm telling you.
He put Pittsburgh in there. He wild for that. What you talking about?
What happened?
He put Pittsburgh in there. He wild for that.
He got a pocket.
Pittsburgh, they got a chance to win the conference. They won it last year.
They gonna flop, bro. I'm gonna let you know that now. They flop. No Kenny, no Jordan. They flop.
Zero said A&M losing 4 games this year. I think A&M gonna lose to Miami.
You heard what's going on? They talking to me, my boy. You know what's going on? Cause we coming with.
They losing that. They lose. These are the games I believe they gonna lose. I think they gonna lose to Miami.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna let you finish. Cause this is crazy.
They getting smoked out of Alabama, so they can go ahead and take that ass back to College Station. The Willa Down said Miami ain't beating their ass.
I mean, we beat them by 10.
I think they lose to LSU, and I think they lose to Auburn again.
So look, I got a question.
Or Mississippi State.
I got a question. I got 2 of them, actually. Right. So you say that Wake Forest ain't good because we don't know who that quarterback is. But we know LSU not good, but they're gonna beat the number 6 team in the country. That's question number 1.
But LSU, I'm gonna answer question number 1 after you finish this one.
Question number 2. A couple weeks ago, you were just harping on how Mario Cristobal gonna lose majority of the game because he liked to run the ball. Now all of a sudden he gonna beat the number 6 team in the country.
Yeah. Look.
You know what's
Look. A couple of weeks ago, you said if you can't stop it, why stop it? All right, cool. Next, that's answer question 2. Question 1: LSU don't play them until the end of the season, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna know who their quarterback is then. So you throw that out the window too. And they play. Actually, they gonna lose to Ole Miss. I ain't even think of Ole Miss. They gotta play Ole Miss. That's a L.
And Ole Miss is a. Hey, oh, no, they ain't got no defense. I ain't gonna call them a sleeper. Never mind. Cap it out.
They gonna lose to Alabama for sure. I know they gonna probably lose to LSU. Huh?
Said that last year.
What?
They was gonna lose to Alabama.
Yeah, I probably did, but I still want Alabama to lose. But they not winning in Tuscaloosa. It don't matter how much you want to try to finagle it through. Go this way, go that way, this way. They at home. They get the +7. Cool. They won by 3. Big kudos. Now they going to Tuscaloosa. It's gonna be a blowout probably.
Hey, and this one's for Zero because I know Zero. First, though I don't like it. FSU of LSU.
That's sick. I ain't gonna go to. I will. Georgia had. Oh yeah, I will. And that money game is super nice. It wasn't right to be. Hey, you ain't got to back.
Hey, but if LSU want to dumb by 20, I won't be upset.
Hey Zulu, while you talking, y'all gonna lose to FSU again this year.
We ain't gonna blow the end of the game like we did last year.
Hey, look, Zero said he don't see it as in New Orleans, just like Deary said he don't see it either. They haven't lost in New Orleans.
Who?
LSU.
They do blame that. I mean, it's home game. They be balling out there. Speaking of New Orleans, I got something to say.
Hold on, before we get there, the Willa Downs asking about USC. You know, we gonna be the Willa Downs. USC gonna be the national champ since we just all making crazy ass predictions today.
Ain't nobody said nothing crazy.
Well, y'all said Tennessee gonna be in the SEC championship game, so I mean, like,
What's wrong with saying he's a sleeper?
Nothing.
fam. All right. So USC the sleeper to win the national title. Hey.
Clayton Hooker was really good last year to lead the team and make him better than what I thought he was gonna be last year.
Hey, Caleb Williams was good last year too, fam.
Year 2, and lead him in and be a sleeper. That's it.
USC the sleeper to win the national championship. What's wrong with that?
You ain't seen nothing about USC to make them.
How? What you talking about?
All on paper. I watched UT. You didn't watch this USC team at all.
Fam.
I would say I object. Actually, I think USC gonna win the Pac-12. That's my opinion.
You think they're gonna be good?
All I said, I'm just saying what he said. If UT gonna be a sleeper to win the SEC, my sleeper is USC to win the national title. What's wrong with that? That's what you saying to me.
You didn't say sleeper. You said they going to.
Well, first of all, we got a better offensive coach instead of Graham Harrell.
Don't disagree.
Second of all, we got the third best quarterback in college football according to analysts and everybody else. Really the second.
Debatable. I'm with you.
Who's the debatable with? Next. So we continue. We got the number 1 receiver coming back. The Biletnikoff winner, Jordan Addison. I'm not talking to you, Darius. I appreciate you.
Hey, I ain't limited to you. I ain't saying nothing about the Pac-12. You said national title.
And the one thing that people fail to realize is the Pac-12 offense is not really that explosive for real. So Grinch was doing an okay job at Oklahoma at stopping people. Now he gonna be getting the head coaching jobs at SEC schools to stop people and shit. The Willa Down said this is the Alabama Invitational every year. Zero said his playoff teams are Alabama, Georgia, Baylor, and Utah. I don't know about Utah.
Before we go into the NFL segment, I would just like to revisit UTSA since this man likes to sleep on UTSA. UTSA was 12-2 last year, beating Western Kentucky twice. They beat Illinois and they beat Memphis. So it's real realistic to beat Houston.
That'd be who?
Huh?
That'd be who? Houston?
It's real realistic they can beat Houston.
I don't see it.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but how you trying to push it to the side of UTSA with slouches. There's a reason why Houston only a 4-point favorite.
I mean, fam. We was on a.
Let me get this. I'm taking Houston on the lay. I'm gonna say that, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like John was just outlandish and far-fetched when he said UTSA can beat.
Look, fam. UTSA ain't gonna beat Houston. I just don't see it. I think Houston will win by 2 touchdowns.
Houston, I said if Houston comes out there and play down, because they have shown they can do that before when they've been good, then UTSA can beat them. That's all. I ain't guaranteeing nothing. Unless it's Miami. I ain't guaranteeing nothing.
Well, you need to not guarantee shit for them.
Boy, you took the word.
Shit. I remember he guaranteed y'all was going to be Florida State, L. That loss don't even look good.
Don't worry about that. It was blown. Anyway, bro, I'm off that. You trying to bring up bad memories and stuff. Well, it's a new year. We finna go crazy. ACC champions. Anyway.
Clemson garbage.
On to the next, bro. I got something to say. Speaking of the waters, man. Big news.
Really, what you
All the big news in the I don't know if you would call this a preseason still, the season, yada yada. We let CJG go to Philly. Now I'm upset. I didn't want it to happen, but
Hey, these folks trolling, bro.
I listened to some people who inside.
Remember when he said they were beating Clemson?
Though I don't agree. I still hate it. I rather just roll with my guy for a year and let him go.
Hey, fam, I do remember that, bro. I said they got a chance, and this man said, "Nah, we gonna beat them."
Fifth and a sixth round pick. The fifth I think is next year, and the sixth of the year.
And they got smoked.
One because of the whole contract situation. He's a nickel for us. Though his position is a safety on the depth chart, and he wants to be paid like a safety, but he ain't played safety for us. And so Mickey Loomis has always been this way. He never gonna change. He got a number. Either you take the number or he gonna let you skate. Unless you can come back around, spin the block like Michael Jenkins did, and we can work something out.
Hey, Darius, we talking about the Saints?
Yeah.
All right, fam. You the owner for the Saints. I'm the owner for the Eagles. Let's interact with this. Chauncey Gardner giving you semi-problems, right? Whatever it may be. Whatever you want to say, right? I want to get paid like a safety, right? You the Saints, right? I come up and offer you a 5th and 6th round pick for Chauncey Gardner. And you give me Chauncey in the 7th. You giving that trade away? You want a 2nd?
Nah, deuces.
You saying deuces to a 7th and a 5th round, a 5th and 6th round pick for Chauncey Gardner?
Yes. Yeah. We all agree that we would all say that. We would.
If you were the Saints owner, you would take a 5th and 6th round pick for Chauncey Gardner?
Saying deuces as in, you saying like, nah, walk away with the trade, right? Or you taking it?
No, like walk away with the trade.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I sure was like, what?
Bro, we ain't in disagreement. But
I'm saying, what's your counter back to it, Darius? I offer you a 5th and 6th for Chauncey and a 7. What's your counter back to me?
I do. No. Right?
See, me personally, I would have said, I give you Chauncey, 2nd or 3rd rounder, no lower. I mean, no higher, whichever way it is.
I ain't giving up no 2nd for Chauncey Johnson.
I'm telling you, bro, outside of us, bro, folks don't look at him like as good as we do. First of all, that's the first take. A lot of people don't.
I mean, I'm just being completely honest with you. Zero said 3rd or 4th and some cash, which can make sense.
I'd probably do a 4th.
It wouldn't be no higher than the 5th. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be no higher than the 4th. That's what I'm saying. So if it ain't the 4th, it ain't happening. Or 3rd. I really want the 3rd because it's in between.
I mean, like I said, if you gonna deal them, bro, deal them for something.
That's the worst trade ever.
Not the worst trade ever, but you can do something.
Fam, you didn't get nothing out of that trade. You keep saying that we got the 5th and 6th pick. What we gonna go draft? A nigga that's gonna replace him? No.
That's trade bait. That could be a gem. Who knows? We don't know what it's gonna be. You don't know. But
trade bait.
You got something before you let him go for nothing. When you know you weren't gonna be a fan when you asked him.
Trade bait, yeah.
And you do. And again, it's a courtesy by the Saints because you give him somewhere he gonna play the position he want to play.
Trade bait, yeah.
You like nickel, cool. He cool with nickel for us, but he want to go play safety. Go somewhere play safety. Now I hate that it's the NFC and I hate that it's the Eagles because we play him this year. I'd rather send him somewhere in AFC in Pakistan or something like that. But
look, this is what I'm gonna say. The Saints are trying to play their way to not win a Super Bowl this year.
I ain't saying all that, bro. I mean, they believe in their own. We're deep. We were super deep in the DB position, and they believe in their room. I mean, if the coach is what we think the coach is supposed to be, you make that call because you believe. And I'm sure it was addressed in some shape, form, or fashion prior to and afterwards.
I can say this, right? So I ain't gonna say a 5th and 6th is terrible because we just got Khalil Mack for a 5th round pick, right? However, with the offenses being what they are, especially when you have to play the likes of somebody like Tampa Bay twice a year, they're gonna spread y'all out. And with CJG being probably one of the better cover corners or cover men on the team, replacing with who is my concern, right? So he was better. He was one of the better players, not only on your team but in the NFL in the slot, right? My vote is that the Philadelphia Eagles won their trade, especially with them having James Bradbury and Darius Slay already in the locks, and they re-signed Anthony Harris.
Yep.
So now they came and can play the big safety look. I don't think y'all have that ability no more, right?
Exactly.
So I don't know how much effective it is outside of Marcus Williams and Tyrann Mathieu when it comes to field play.
Look. It basically, he was basically like the weak side linebacker in simple terms, who was guarding the slots. So they was basically running like a 4-3-4, but technically he was just the safety in simpler terms that just played the nickel in the 4-2-5. But like now you done lost out all that ability to do that. So now you got to go find a player to replace everything he gave you at that one spot.
But you can't. I ain't really mad at the Saints because I wouldn't have paid him like no safety either. It's not safe.
I'm not saying you pay him like a safety, but in terms of what I was reading, they were saying it was some issues, and they was talking like he wasn't gonna play, fam. You keep him for a year, and then you just let him go if you want to walk.
But you're getting something instead. That's the thing.
Fam.
Like, as much if you gonna deal with the issue of him not playing.
Fam, that 5th and 6th won't even I don't even think that's gonna be a big factor in that.
I don't
for what you gave up for Chauncey.
I can't say what it's gonna be because I just don't know. That's next year and the year after that. It will depend on how we do the draft next year and do anything else. But before you let them go for nothing, you get something back. Again, don't like it, don't agree with it. I'm with you on 1,000% of your points, but it's the only way it's gonna make sense.
Zero said the Saints got way worse, and Dennis Allen's talking about they deep, but can't replace production.
No, say way worse.
You gotta deal with that anyway. It'd be the same thing if he got hurt or anything else. Retirement, like you gotta next man up. So
fam, he ain't fam. That's different. Get the retirement out of there, fam.
I'm just saying you can put like Pat Rob literally going into the season, retire.
But that's the main. That's the way. That's how Dennis Allen made the defense so successful. He was the piece.
So guess what? You put another person in there. Whether you
who is he putting there? Bradley Roby? You can't. He too small to play in the box now.
Unless you put Bradley Roby back in like he used to, or put Alontae Taylor in there, who we said is bigger and can do it. You fighting up a new guy.
But Alontae Taylor's a rookie, fam. I ain't expecting him to be an all-pro.
But what if Marcus May live up to what he's supposed to be, right? Now you got and you put PJ Williams back there.
He did both. He played the nickel.
Them are all scenarios that we don't know the answer to. Marcus Williams can live up to it. He can also not live up to it.
And we don't.
Bradley Roby could be terrible. He could be good. But the one thing we do know is that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was going to be good. Barring injuries. Barring injuries, he was going to be good. Barring injuries, he was going to be good. It's the same thing with Chargers. If you were to say Darwin James wasn't going to be good this year, like you wouldn't even believe that. That's the same thing with Chauncey. I wouldn't believe that.
The expectation is yes, he would fulfill his role perfectly.
Charles Johnson to Derrick James. Just one.
I'm just saying in terms of them saying that he wouldn't be good. I'm not comparing them two.
We talking about each of the team.
That's like saying the Chargers said, "Oh, James ain't gonna be good." Like, and Darius gonna come back like, "Fam, I don't even believe that." I don't know who will believe that.
You gotta think about all that. Anything's possible.
That's the same thing with Gardner-Johnson. Like, if I go ask Darius right now, Darius, do you think Gardner-Johnson was going to be good in the same system? He would have no reason to say, no, he wouldn't be good.
Right. And again, with that being said, I can believe he's going to do great. And if he went out there and anything else went wrong, anything else happened, it's a possibility. It's the lead. That's what happens. Like, They got tape. They see what he likes. They do different things. Anything can happen. You can change the whole momentum. Patrick Robinson looked like an all-pro in Philly, came back to New Orleans and looked like boom. It's possible. He was doing the same exact thing he did at Philly in New Orleans. He did it in New Orleans first before he got to Philly. It happens. That's all I'm saying. Again, we on the same road. I don't agree. I would never did it. But if you're gonna do it, as small as it is, you get something. I'm taking 50 cents or something out of somebody.
All right, fam. We gonna see who they draft next year because one of them, I don't know if both of them next year. We see who they draft in the fifth next year.
We gonna see.
They packaged the pick like we did.
Huh?
Package it and move up. Do what you want to do with it. New England take it.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, take it for real.
No, they will take it. I don't disagree with them not taking it.
I'm gonna get off my rant. Unless you got some more to say about it, I'm gonna let it go. I had to let it go.
I'm done talking about him.
I like the move that Eagles made. I want to reiterate what I've been saying probably all season. The Zulu, the Eagles probably outside of the Chargers had the best all season leading up to the season. They addressed every issue possible that was on the team. You went and got receiver help. You already had a decent offensive line. You were in a rebeat and found Fletcher Cox replacement. And you go and dress a secondary that was struggling. Not once, but twice. You go get a top 10 corner, presumably, in James Bradbury, and you go get probably top 3 nickel man in the league.
But he ain't playing nickel in Philly.
And they got Nakobe Dean.
He's strictly playing safety unless you know.
Hey, Darius Zero said he can't throw though.
Because Avante staying in that nickel for sure.
What'd you say?
Jalen Hurts for offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it.
Hey, let's switch. This is what else I had to say. That top 100 the top 5 was terrible.
Horrible.
Oh, the whole top 100 was terrible to me.
It might have been. I ain't watched all of them. I seen most of them. They were putting hurt people in here and like, all right, cool.
They put my guy. Who would they put in there, bro? Man didn't play but 2 games in the season, fam. Who was they put in? My gosh.
My thing is, I don't understand how you say Tom Brady is the #1 player in the league. I just don't get it.
And the MVP is.
And the MVP, Aaron Rodgers, at his own position.
Come on, G. I told Josh it's only because he at the time he was retired or going to retire. I swear it's all it. It's the only way it makes sense, bro. There's no way you thought Tom Brady was the best player in the league last year.
There's no way it wasn't Aaron Donald.
If it ain't AD, it should have been AD, Cooper Kupp, or Aaron Rodgers.
See, this is what I said. If you was gonna put A-Rod at 4, Aaron Donald had to be 1.
Had to be.
Just to justify that Tom Brady is over Aaron Rodgers. When he became not #1, that top 4 got thrown out the window. Because now you like the MVP's 4, the best quarterback in the game, voted by the players is 1. So the coaches don't matter, the press don't matter, none of that. It just didn't make sense to me. And Aaron Donald's the best player in the game. I've been saying it for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Folks been saying that since his rookie year, man. He put it on tape. It was a wrap since then.
For 8 years. He's been doing it for 8 years.
Crazy, bro.
So I just don't understand it.
Well, with that being said, right, everybody's roster is pretty much made. Practice squad is the last thing they got signed today. If you had to rank the divisions 1 through 8, the divisions in the league, how whether you start from 8 and up or 1 down, how you ranking them? Based on what you know now.
I go first. I'm going from 1 down.
All right.
I think this.
You starting NFC?
Not all of them together.
All every team.
Yeah. That team's just
Go ahead. My bad.
I think it's pretty evident, and I think it's pretty known that the AFC.
No, J.J. Watt was better than that at one point. No, he wasn't, fam.
And I think AFC West is going to be tough. The toughest division in NFL next year. I think that's pretty much.
Fam, no, he wasn't, bro.
With the AFC North because that division has.
I'm just sorry he was not.
Forever, right? I'm gonna follow that up with the NFC East. with the emergence of Philly, obviously, the Cowboys still are going to be contenders. Um, I think the Giants are going to be better than what people are going to give them credit for, and the Commanders are going to compete with the defense that they have. AFC East, I think they're going to be just as well. A lot of improvements done by the Dolphins and the Jets in terms of both sides of the ball, especially for the Jets. I love what the Dolphins did. They in a similar situation as the Eagles, but they only did it on one side. They got to everything he needed to do. They couldn't have the backfield. They had 6 running backs for whatever reason, all on quality running backs, and however they still made a way. They got probably one of the most underrated trios in football, honestly, when you talk about Tyreek Hill, Mike Gesicki, and Jalen Waddle. We're going to see if Tua can put it together.
Hey, sorry to cut you off. You giving Mike Gesicki a bigger contract?
Yes.
All right.
At 5, I got the NFC South. Obviously, I've made it known how I feel about Carolina. Saints gonna be the Saints. They were just missing on offense last year, but with everybody coming back, they should be able to do big things. Tampa Bay, for some reason, the beloved Tom Brady, everybody just swears these people going to the Super Bowl because of one player. At 6, I got the NFC North. Starting to get slim, real thin. Green Bay receiving core. We're gonna see what happens with all those new faces. Detroit's gonna be able to compete. I actually got Detroit going to the playoffs and the Vikings winning the division with Green Bay and Chicago obviously missing. The AFC South to follow up. Everybody's new over there, new faces everywhere, new head coaches, second-year quarterbacks. I think there's just a lot going on in the AFC South. And lastly, but not least, the AFC West. Speak for itself. I mean, outside of the Rams, I know that y'all like the Cardinals for whatever reason, but I don't really think they're going to be able to move this ball as much as evident from last year without DeAndre Hopkins for the first 6 games. And Seattle is Seattle. Question mark on them. We're going to know what happened. However, I say that to say I'm excited for Geno Smith for winning the quarterback job for the Seahawks. I hope he do big things. And the 49ers, I got a bold prediction. I actually think Jimmy G going to be the starter by week 5. I think Trey Lance struggles mightily. Not because he's not good, but because he just don't have enough playing experience. He only played 12 games prior to this year. So, that's my division. Ranks from 1 to 8.
Go 8 up. So I got the NFC West at 8. Yeah, because outside of the Rams, the Cardinals flash the pan and fizzle. I want to see Trey Lance do well with the way the 49ers do it. So they can win some games, but they can very much be a disappointment. If they go back to Jimmy G, same old, moderate and uneventful at the end. Seahawks, big question mark quarterback. I don't care who you put back there. And
hey, Chad, I'm tripping. They just said the NFC West is the 8th best conference.
After that is the AFC South. Again,
The AFC South is the worst division in football this year.
NFC, moderate. I mean, no one really. There's no shock value there. They might actually be 8. I might have to switch that, to be honest, for boom bust potential. Matter of fact, South at 8. You can put NFC West at 7. At 6, I got the NFC North. I hope the Vikings do well, and it's their chance to win a division if they're going to. But
Don't follow smoking crack, fam. I ain't tripping. I ain't saying my list.
Believe it, bro. They can have what they want. I think one of the new offenses they're gonna run is gonna be helpful for them, but I don't know what the defense is gonna look like. I got hope in Detroit to make a run and actually be relevant in the football world, so I'm gonna leave them there at that. And then I got the AFC East. Sorry, AFC East after them.
That's at 5.
At 5, yeah. I got outside the Bills and New England because organizationally. Philly, not Philly, but Miami should be very prominent. For whatever reason, there's a question at quarterback. I understand. But I think the system is going to be beneficial to Tua, so he'll be a lot better than people wanted to be. His stats are going to improve. They weren't really bad. It just they want the big play from him, and I think whatever, as long as you make a play, that's all he needs to do as a quarterback. So
Trey Lance is Colin Kaepernick 2 times.
I've got
Times 2.
NFC South. It's Tampa.
Sort of, kind of. I ain't really.
Now Carolina does.
I don't know. We gotta see how he play.
They look like on paper, they can be competitive, and that's why I put him at 4.
Taylor Biscuit should know.
My hell no.
You hoping anyway?
Yeah.
Version 2. But we'll see how Kyle run him. I don't know how Kyle gonna run him.
To there at 4.
It should be fun though. But we'll see how Kyle run him. Turn y'all down.
We're gonna rotate that. NFC East therefore. I'm not gonna crown none of them.
Yeah, we'll see how Kyle run
that division. Washington, if Carson Wentz
definitely see
doesn't
how Kyle
blow it
run.
on his own merit. Dallas, I think Dallas is in the water. New York, this is a chance to start to rebuild. I don't know if they're gonna be great, but they're gonna show signs of promise, kind of like Detroit last year. So they can be for. Then you put NFC South, and so then my last 2.
Yeah,
my number 2 actually is the AFC West.
What?
Until I see it all done, until I see them all, I don't believe it. The AFC North has been way too consistent as a division in competitiveness across the board. You can look at all these teams. They play at their best. Everybody performs well. That all these teams can be that. The AFC West should.
Hey, fam, I don't make the rules up for them, fam.
Yeah. I got paper and proof. I'm living on.
I can even go by proof. So you telling me that Mitchell Trubisky and Jacoby Brissett is a better quarterback duo than Russell Wilson and Derek Carr? That's what you're telling me? I just want you to say this on live TV.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But I want to see. I want to see if everybody else, if everybody in the AFC West live up to the hype that we give them. So I'm putting them at 2 until they show me. I'm putting them at 2 until they show me.
What?
So who won?
That Denver went and got a top 10 quarterback to go with an already well put together team. What hype that Las Vegas went to go sign Chandler Jones in the number 1
Detroit.
seed.
I've been saying Detroit's a sleeper. I've been saying that since
they close to win the division
before the season. And it's just funny how they all on.
J.C. Jackson.
Somebody get Zulu off over here.
We're talking about Patrick Mahomes, who's supposed to be the best quarterback in the NFL.
Hey,
he is. Ain't supposed to be. He is.
Hey, Zulu must have took a whole pack.
We talking about hype? What hype? Or we talking about facts? Right? These are facts. These are
facts. All these things that happen. It's facts. All these things that happen. But I know one division that stays competitive every year, regardless of what it looks like.
These are proven stars.
AFC North.
Who's your
one division in the football?
Bro.
Darius, I got you, fam. Who your one?
Bro.
Who your number 1 division?
For me?
Zoo.
Oh.
The North. AFC North.
All right, chat. We finna end this shit. All right, the chat saying you off that pipe, fam.
Roll them.
All right, fam. Look, I ain't that disrespectful. So
what you want? You got that too.
Who? They not 2.
They won. How about that? They can be a 1.
They not 1 or 2. You right.
Bless us then, bro.
Bruh, AFC West might be the best division in football. And then it may be how bad we want to say it, how bad we don't want to say it. The NFC West might have 3 teams in the playoffs this year.
The West or the East?
Huh?
The West?
Yeah.
The West or the East?
You saying the Commanders going to the playoffs?
The NFC?
You said the West or the East?
West.
Oh, 3.
Huh?
Who the 3?
San Fran will probably find a way to be a wild card. The Cardinals will find a way to be a wild card, and I think the Rams gonna win the division.
Okay, go ahead with your bad self, brother.
Then it'll probably be NFC East, then AFC East, and then it'll be AFC North, I think then it will be NFC South because Tampa Bay and the Saints are really the only good teams in that division.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna keep disrespecting my dog.
We telling you the truth.
I'm just telling you the truth. They the only good teams in that division.
Hey, when DJ Moore go for 50,
But I will say this, Darius. I will say this. If the West, NFC West is not where if the 49ers don't make the playoffs, you are correct about Trey Lance. But I think Kyle Shanahan's a good enough coach to get them into the playoffs. The West. Get them just to the wild card.
I don't disagree with that at all.
The AFC South is the worst team in football. I mean, the worst division in football.
100% agree.
So I don't know.
I'm with you, brother.
And then after that, I'm not for sure if I missed anybody. It's probably the NFC North is the second worst division in football. Because I don't know what the Bears going to do this year. The Vikings going to be all right. Green Bay, we don't know. Be a question mark. And everybody got Detroit as a sleeper to make it, so we don't know if they're going to make it or not. What you say?
They signed Leatherwood in Chicago.
Who did?
The Bears.
I don't give a fuck. They could have fucking signed whoever they want. They still suck.
So bad. Okay, help me see what we looking like on time.
Look. All I'm saying is,
yeah.
Whatever pack you smoking with that AFC North shit, throw that shit out the window.
That's legitimately
Ooh.
And Mitchell Trubisky at the top of the
Bruh, it's no quarter. Look, it's only one quarterback in that division that I can swap with maybe two. But one quarterback in that division I can swap with any team in the West, and I'd be like, they got a good chance of making the semifinals round or the conference championship. And that's Joe Burrow.
Joe Brady.
Call him Joe Brady. Let's let me call him anyway. Hey.
Whatever you on with Brissett and fucking Mitch Trubisky gonna be benched week 6.
We five. He out of there. Kenny Pickett take over. They make that run. Bigger run.
No, he not. Trubisky gonna do his thing. But I'm not taking him over Derek Carr. Neither am I taking him over Russell Wilson.
Oh, I'm not either.
I would either, but that whole division. I don't believe in the division.
How? Because
they do it every year. No matter what they look like, they do it every year.
All right, chat. Hey, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hey, another episode. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Zulu, we got to talk to Zulu after this. I mean, I know me and Darius be saying some outlandish shit, but this man just said the NFC North is the worst division in football. And then to top it off, he said the AFC North is the best division in football.
You better love it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a clip and make sure it's the first clip I put up on the channel, man. Look, hey, y'all love us on Twitch, man. We here every Wednesday at 8. 8-ish sometimes. We here at 8. Hey, check us on YouTube. Final Possession, man. Like, subscribe. Peace.
You on that